Tensions between the two allied countries on the Korean peninsula have continued to escalate, especially after the North Korean ballistic missile that crashed near South Korean waters. South Korea responded to this action by issuing an air attack warning and firing 3 missiles from their fighter jets around the maritime border, which is a dispute between the two Korean countries. North Korea has in recent days fired a test barrage of weapons to protest allied military exercises. In line with these conditions, the United States Air Force plans to deploy B-1B strategic bombers in joint military exercises between the United States and South Korea. Seoul and Washington have held air drills called Hurricane Alert. The exercise was extended by 1 day to today, in response to North Korea's stance. This is the first B-1B aircraft deployed in the United States and South Korea exercises since 2017. The arrival of this aircraft is in line with South Korea's request to the United States to increase the deployment of defense strategic assets, which include aircraft carriers, nuclear submarines, and long-range bombers such as B-1B. Apart from testing ballistic missiles, the South Korean military also deployed 80 fighter jets to the border area, including the F-35, a stealth fighter. In an official statement, Seoul said this action was carried out after it detected around 180 North Korean military aircraft flying for 4 hours in the area north of the border between the two countries. The North Korean plane was flying north of the agreed line of tactical action, a boundary north of the military demarcation line between the two Koreas. To get to know the B-1B aircraft, watch this video until it's finished. The B-1B Lancer bomber is a United States Air Force long-range bomber capable of carrying out missions around the world with minimal refueling. This multi-mission aircraft can deliver weapons anywhere in the world thanks to its versatility. The B-1B's wing or body configuration, variable geometry wings, and afterburning turbofan engines give it maneuverability and allow it to travel at very high speeds. The forewings are used for landing, takeoff, air refueling, and some weapons work. The aircraft's stern-wing arrangement is designed for high subsonic and supersonic flight, which gives the B-1B Lancer capability in both low and high altitude settings. Radar systems in B-1B target, track, and engage moving craft, and self-target on the ground. The Inertial Navigation System Global Positioning System allows the aircraft to navigate the area without assistance from ground-based stations and engage targets precisely. It has a fully integrated data link, or FIDL, with Link 16 capability, giving it better battlefield awareness, as well as secure rear-range connectivity beyond line of sight. When in a time-sensitive situation, the crew can leverage the use of data from the Unified Air Operations Center or other command and control assets to reach targets quickly and effectively. Radar warning receivers excel at detecting the full spectrum of enemy threats and can apply difficult techniques. As for more facts about the B-1 bomber, let's start with the B-1A. It was developed in the 1970s as an aircraft that would replace the B-52 bomber. Authorities tested 4 prototypes, but the program was canceled in 1977 before anything could go into production. However, flight tests continued until 1981. President Ronald Reagan's administration begins the B-1B bomber. They changed it from the B-1A by adding a payload and upgrading the radar. The first B-1 took off in 1984, and the first B-1B bomber was delivered in Texas in 1985. On May 2, 1988, the last B-1B was ready for service. During 1994, the United States discontinued its nuclear mission for the B-1, but it is still the primary choice for a nuclear weapons bomber. In 2007, conversion to conventional aircraft only started. When it comes to speed, payload, range, and descent time, the B-1 keeps several records. In 1998, it was first used to support operations in Iraq. The following year, 6 B-1s were used in Operation Allied Forces to provide support. During the first 6 months of Operation Enduring Freedom, the 8 B-1s lost nearly 40% of the total tonnage provided by coalition air forces. The B-1 continues to be deployed by the military today. According to Boeing, here are more details on the B-1B Lancer, long-range, multi-role heavy bomber. The power plant is 4 General Electric F-100 and 1 G-100 and 2 turbofan engines with afterburner, 30,000 pound-plus thrust system with afterburner per engine. The wingspan of this plane is 137 feet, extending forward 79 feet, swept backwards, length 146 feet, height 34 feet, weight approximately 190,000 ols.